Eventually, they ended up sitting on Falcon's couch, looking at a cross-equestrian road map she had pulled out from some dusty drawer. Chakra pointed to a map dot in northern Equestria. Eventually, they ended up sitting on Falcon's couch, looking at a cross-equestrian road map she had pulled out from some dusty drawer. Chakra pointed to a map dot in northern Equestria and said, "That's a pretty little town. I spent quite a bit of time there one summer."
"Really? Did you like the scenery or have a lot of customers?"
Falcon wondered idly.
Actually, there was a stallion there that I liked. Nothing ever came of it, though.
A little niggling feeling crept into Falcon's chest, and she tried to ask in a rather detached voice,
"Oh? Why not?"
Chakra shrugged.
Who knows? We were really different. I need to travel for my job. I'm not sure there was much of a spark there anyway.
Falcon tried not to let her voice betray her actual curiosity.
"Have you dated many stallions while on the road?"
Chakra's eyes flicked to Falcon, then quickly refocused on the map in front of them. She could imagine why the mayor was asking, and willed herself not to blush as she replied.
No, not really. The same problems always tend to come up.
"Well, have you ever tried dating mares?"
Falcon asked, also avoiding eye contact.
No,
Chakra said, and quickly went on.
But dating is kind of a luxury in my line of work, and sometimes it can get in the way.
She looked around for a way to explain.
I mean, I haven't really put much thought into relationships when I need to be more concerned about how to get customers and where I'll get my next meal and if I'm going to be safe whenever I stop somewhere for the night.
Silence fell for a while as both mares thought to themselves. Chakra looked out of a window and saw some of the other windows in town were lit up far away.
I like towns like this one,
she nearly whispered.
They make a pony feel safe.
Falcon smiled at her, and Chakra glanced over, meeting her eyes, then quickly looked away again.
By the way, thank you for letting me stay here.
Sure thing. It's nice having you around, Falcon said, still smiling. The pair fell into a comfortable silence as they looked at the map a little longer. Chakra knew that she should be asking about surrounding towns. She knew that she should be thinking about which one she was going to next. She didn't want to, though. For now, she wanted to imagine that she didn't have to go anywhere, and that she could just enjoy where she was. Eventually, Falcon said, "Well, we should go get you some extra blankets for the couch." Chakra followed Falcon upstairs and into her bedroom. She looked around as the earth pony opened a large wooden chest.
Wow, you've got a lot of blankets,
noted Chakra.
"Yeah, well, my grandmare's name is Quickstitch. I think you can put the pieces together."
She held out the blankets to her guest, and Chakra took them with her magic. Falcon stared at the glowing blue light with a small smile. "It's so cool that you can do that."
"Oh, this is nothing. Hold these."
Chakra quickly dashed downstairs and out to the shed where her wagon was. She took out a small wooden box and returned to the house. Falcon was standing at the top of the stairs waiting for her.
"This is my favorite trick,"
she said, indicating the box. The pair sat on the floor in Falcon's bedroom, and Chakra opened the box to reveal several colored glass circles, each no wider than one of her hooves. She levitated them out of the box and aimed a beam of light through a few of the circles. Falcon watched the nearest wall in awe as shimmering circles of color appeared there. Chakra spun the glass pieces in the air, playing with the sparkling colors on the wall. "It's like a kaleidoscope," Falcon whispered.
"That's where I got the idea, yeah,"
Chakra replied, and continued slowly moving the glass through the air.
"I could do this for hours."
Falcon smiled. She hadn't seen the new mare this happy and at peace the entire time since she had met her. She couldn't bring herself to encourage her to go to sleep on the couch downstairs. So Falcon crawled into bed, and eventually drifted off to sleep, while beautiful colors swam behind her eyelids. The next thing Falcon knew, her alarm clock was ringing. She quickly switched it off and stretched a little, looking around the room and remembering the night before. She couldn't see the blankets she'd gotten out and thought to herself, Chakra must have gone back to the couch after I nodded off. Falcon started to get out of bed, but suddenly caught herself before she could put her hooves on the floor. Chakra was on the floor, curled up next to Falcon's bed, sound asleep. She was wrapped up in quilts, with her head resting on the wooden box that she had brought up last night. Falcon couldn't help smiling down at the peaceful unicorn. I'm glad you feel safe here, she whispered before carefully climbing off of the bed. She went downstairs to stretch and eat breakfast, and when the sun had started to rise, Chakra had still not come down. Falcon found some paper and a pencil and quietly returned up the stairs to leave a note next to Chakra. It read, Sorry I wasn't here to say good morning. I start training early. Help yourself to anything in the kitchen. I'll be down at the racetrack later. Then, Falcon quietly left the house and began her morning jog around the town of Gallup.